back to Quarantine Kitchen. I am Susan and I am so glad to have you back. It has been quite a week since I introduced you to my little kitchen. We've added a few things. I hope you'll enjoy them. We've got our view outside and we've got our recipe up here again, and we've got a mystery ingredient today that you are not going to guess. So hold on and we're going to get started. So welcome back again. We just had a little interruption with the kids in the backyard with some sticks and some tears, but no blood, so we're just fine. So again, back at Susan's Quarantine Kitchen, we keep it wild and not real perfect. So you got that to look forward to almost every week if we get our act together. So back to where we are, chocolate mystery cake. All right, I am not telling you the mystery ingredient just yet, but I've got my setup here. Oh goodness, nobody puts Gwyneth in the corner. Oh gosh, and I have been looking for this for so long during quarantine. Now I know. All right, let me just get that out of the way here. Okay, so this is a really great cake, and it's from a recipe book that I just fell in love with because I have farming in my background and in my blood. So this is Farmer John's cookbook, The Real Dirt on Vegetables, and as you can tell, this is a very loved recipe. There's some great things in this book I highly recommend. So it's done alphabetically. So right now we're under, oh no, I apologize, under seasons and alphabetically. So early season, and our mystery ingredient is from the early season. Does that give you a clue? I don't know. Okay, it's not murder hornets. That's what I think you're thinking. So we're gonna stay away from the murder hornet insects for now, and we're gonna come right on over here. So you're gonna add the sugar to the 3 eggs, and you're just gonna cream that together. So I'm gonna add this ingredient next, the oil. I don't know if you can hear me over the noise of the mixer. And then I'm doing it a little out of order, but I'm just gonna throw in a little vanilla. I never measure. Now, here comes the mystery ingredient. You don't have the Zoom code? Okay, so it's on your table next to the, yeah. No, that one is for the crafting project. Okay, so now is the big reveal. Here we go. We first had a redacted item, and now we're gonna show you what it is. I bet you can't guess, but it's a little bit like a red velvet cake when you're done. Any ideas? Here we go. Pureed beets. Who would have thought, except for Farmer John? Chocolate beet cake. So I have already cooked and pureed about 2 cups of beets. So here we go, pouring this in. It just adds the most delicious color and texture to your cake. Now excuse my mixer. It is not as clean as in other cooking shows, but I tell ya, a dirty kitchen is a love's kitchen. That's what I always say in the quarantine kitchen. So let's make sure we get all that in there because nobody likes to eat pureed beets on their own. So when it comes to chocolate, I like to use this Baker's premium baking bar. It's unsweetened chocolate, which is what the recipe calls for, and I break it up and I add it with a little bit of oil, maybe about a 1/4 cup, and I'm going to melt this in a double boiler, and this is my version, and use your scraper to get it in. Also not fun to lick because it's unsweetened, so it's not one of those pans you want to give your kids. All right, let's mix her up. Look at that marbling. Now that is just worth the wait. So now I've got the dry ingredients I had already measured and put them together just for the sake of time. So I'm going to mix that now with the wet ingredients, just like this. Make sure you don't turn it on too fast, or it's going to go all over you like it just did for me. Oh my, we're keeping it wild here in the quarantine kitchen. So yeah, again, you always want to scrape that down. Make sure that it's got a nice uniform mixture to it. And I'll tell you the other secret ingredient that my kids love to put in this cake. It's not too secret after all. It's more chocolate, because we really do like to keep it wild here in Quarantine Kitchen. So we're just gonna dump that in. No fear of that splashing out. then you can actually mix it by hand. Here we go. And you know, if you'd like to, you could add some nuts to this as well. My husband really does like the nuts, but the kids don't. So, you know, on some things like bars, I can easily do that half and half, but this one I can't. So here we go. We're gonna pour that in nicely around a Criscoed and floured bundt pan. Sorry about the elbows. I'm not used to Hollywood being in my kitchen. Here we go. Putting it in with our mismatched, what's it called? Mitts. Because we're not perfect in quarantine kitchen. Right there in the middle. And we're gonna wait. So, you know, I was just interrupted by one of the children, and you know what I got to say? Beat it. I thought that was just perfect. Beat it. All right, we do get fan mail here at Susan's Quarantine Kitchen, and I wanted to read one of them. Dear Susan, my niece is having a baby shower next week. She does not know what to serve for sweets at the end of the party. Do you have any recommendations? You know, it's spring. Lemon bars. You cannot go wrong with bars. Okay? So I think lemon feels light, feels like new life, a little springy freshness there in your mouth. So I think that goes right along with new babies. Check this out. Look at that, holds together, but pulled away a little bit from the side. We are in good shape. Now I'm just gonna let that cool for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, and then we're gonna invert. Okay, so this is where you say your prayer and hope that you've waited long enough, and you should feel the thud if it is ready to come out. If it's not, you won't feel a thing. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Not enough of a thud, so we're gonna wait a little bit longer and use our knife again, because you know we're not perfect here. We're just doing our best. Keeping it wild. Okay, we're gonna call her good. Here we go, we're waiting for the thud. I heard it. Oh, look at that beauty. We're just missing a little bit right here, but that is just so true with what we do in Quarantine Kitchen. So we're back. We got it out of the pan. We added a little bit of powdered sugar on the top, and I'm just going in for a little taste test because I'm gluten-free, if you didn't know. And so this is not a gluten-free cake the way I made it, but you certainly could try. Just change out your flours. Maybe add some almond flour as a substitute. That's good. So here we are. We're going to go have a little nibble. The rest will go to the cameraman. It's just incredibly moist, and that's what those beets do for this cake. So there you go for Susan's Quarantine Kitchen. I just want you to come back. You can go to my YouTube channel and you can subscribe if you'd like to, so we keep making more fun things here. And just remember, just do your best. That's all that we're doing here. Over and out. We'll see you later.